The Hidden Hindu, Book 2 of the Trilogy by Akshat Gupta, Chapter 6, 9. Upon a rock were placed multiple arrows with varied heads. The leftmost was zigzag in shape. The one beside it looked like molten metal. The third in line had a droplet-shaped transparent bead, while the fourth head looked like a beak. Another beautiful metal arrow had numerous weapons intricately carved all over it. Om stood in front of the assortment as Ashwathama explained the powers of the divine arrows. Lifting the arrow with the molten metal head, he said, "The other day you learnt about Vayustra, which had the potential to create hurricanes vicious enough to blow away any army. Now, the one I'm holding is called Agyastra. When shot at the target, it emits flames, which are extinguishable by normal means. The Anstra is the divine weapon of Angi. It can melt anything. It is formidable that it can wipe out every trace of the entry from the face of the earth. It can not only burn an entire army, but also melt guns, tanks, missiles, and flying jets if aimed and chanted upon rightly. The volume of fire and intensity of heat and the potency of flames depends on the powers yielded by the person, their concentration and chanting prowess." Ashwathama then picked up another arrow that was zigzag in shape with a snake head at its tip. This is Nagpasha. As its appearance, the name suggests, this weapon grants you the power to invoke snakes to attack your enemies. Upon impact, this weapon binds the target in coils of venomous snakes, which tighten their grip until the foe's bones are crushed, and there remains no breath of life left in them. In the age of the Ramayana, it was used against Ram and Lakshman by Indrajit, the son of demon king Ravana. Next was the one that has several other weapons carved on its body. This is Narayastra. On the 16th day of the war of Kurukshetra, I was the one to propel it with the intent to kill the Pandavas, but Lord Krishna's advice saved them from the definite death. This weapon belongs to Narayana, Vishnu. It is an inimitable celestial weapon because when fired, it simultaneously launches a thunderous outburst of millions of deadly weapons like chakra, mace, and ultra-sharp arrows that wreak absolute destruction and overpower the target. Whoever tries to resist it is inevitably destroyed as the intensity of the showering armaments increased with resistance. It is destructive enough to slay anyone or anything. No obstruction is capable of hindering its strike, and that's why it can't be encountered by another weapon. When I shot this at the Pandavas, they didn't know that the only way to stop it is through total surrender, but it was Lord Krishna who advised them to lay down their weapons and submit completely to the Narayastra. Then Ashwathama gripped the arrow with a transparent water droplet on its tip. This is Varunastra. This one is commonly used to counter the Agnastra. Launching this arrow would release torrential volumes of water. Moving on to the arrow with a beak shape at its tip, Ashwathama added, "And this one is Garudastra, a weapon that can defend against Nagapasha and Nagastra. Garudu is a bird-like creature that is the serpent's predator, ever vigilant and agile. Garuda is the steed of Lord Vishnu. When the Garudastra is released from the bow, it unleashes a hefty flock of these creatures to attack the venomous snakes of Nagpasha and Nagastra." Before Ashwathama could pick up another weapon, Om saw Parashuma approaching them. Walking beside him was the sage that he had gone to Amwatharma to awaken. Ashwathama turned to see that see what had grabbed Om's attention. Seeing Parashuma and the sage, Ashwathama bowed. Blessing you with Ayushman Bhlav, a long life. Ashwathama would be no better than shining a torch at the sun, said the sage, and instead blessed him with, may you be victorious. Following Ashwathama, Om also bowed to the sage, who didn't need to be introduced, for the two had a connection from aeons ago. The man standing in front of Om was none other than Ved Vyasa during the age of the Mahabharata. Upon his request, Om had acted as a stand-in for his son Vidur. Ved-Vasya had wanted to keep at least one of his sons safe and away from the war, and thus he replaced him with Om on the front line. No one knew what the real Vidur looked like, and as he was not raised in the kingdom with the rest of his brothers, and hence it was easy to make the switch. As sage Visya locked eyes with Om, an unspoken understanding passed between them. Visya gave him a slight nod, as if thanking him for his role in the past, as Om vanished after the war, and Ved-Vyasa never wrote the end of Vidur and made his end questionable. It is great to have you here, Om. Om had no idea how to reciprocate or behave while meeting the third of the 7 immortals after ages. Before he could say anything, Parashuma spoke. Sage Visya, as you wanted, here stand all 3 of us together. Please explain, why has Mansavar been destroyed? Sage Visya shared a somber look with the 3 men in front of him. The destruction of Mansavar is not a complete event, dear Parashuma. It is merely the beginning of a convoluted plan that is almost impossible to carry out. Plan? What plan? Whose plan? Ashwathama spoke in agitation. I can answer the what, but I don't know whose, replied Visya. Maybe the answer to what can lead us to the who, Om chimed in, unsure if he could even share his inputs. Maybe, Visya reflected. So what is the impossible plan? asked Parashurma. One of the oldest prophecies has declared in a verse that was intentionally hidden and over time grew so old that we thought it was already lost forever from all Hindu scriptures. But Dhanyanvardi saved it, a verse that spelled in 9 consecutive old moons starting from the month of Magh, one shall succeed in extracting 9 hidden words from 9 mysterious locations, which would function as the key to a mysterious door. Oh, seer, kindly enlighten us with the complete knowledge of what this means, said Ashwathama with joined hands. We will be weak in comparison to him because together we are not 9 in number but 8. The number 9 holds great significance in our world, starting from the life of a fetus in the mother's womb before birth to the death of a human being, after which the family must calm and pacify the Navagraha, 9 planets. Everything revolves around the number 9. The sum of the digits of every yuga, for some obscure reason, is 9. When calculated in human use, Satya Yuga lasts from 14,000 years, Treta Yuga is 10,000 years, Dwapara Yuga is 72 years, and Kali Yuga is 36 human years. The individual sum of all the digits in each year is 9. Hindus have 18 Puranas, 108 Mahapuranas. The Mahabharata has 18 chapters. The battle lasted 18 days. The Gita has 18 chapters, and the Bhagavata Purana 18,000 verses. The sum of all these digits equals 9. In the Vaishaka branch of Hindu philosophy, there are 9 universal substances or elements: earth, water, air, fire, sky, time, space, soul, and mind. We worship the Navagraha, the 9 planets. We celebrate Navratri, which is the 9-day festival dedicated to the 9 forms of Durga, the Navadurga. Each day is associated with the celebration of one of these incarnations. Hindu astrology recognizes 9 gems called the Navartarna, meaning 9 jewels, one to influence every planet: ruby for the sun, pearl for the moon, red coral for Mars, emerald for Mercury, yellow sapphire for Jupiter, diamond for Venus, blue sapphire for Saturn, Hezonite for the ascending lunar node, and Cat's Eye for the descending lunar node. Ascending lunar node, descending lunar node. In Hindu aesthetics, there are 9 kinds of rasa. Rasa, meaning juice or essence, is a concept that offers 9 different expressions to help describe the intangibility of emotions that can be evoked within the reader or audience through any visual, literary, or musical work. The fight between gods and demons for earth is old as the earth itself, and to deny the demons' victory, Lord Vishnu has taken 9 incarnations till date. The Bhagavata Purana describes an infinite cycle of 4 great ages from Satya Yuga, Kali Yuga, during which the principles of religion, dharma, and virtue gradually deteriorate. In the Satya Yuga, dharma and virtue are innate. In Treta, they are sought and attained. In Dwapara, they are intensely provoked and agitated. And in Kali Yuga, they perish. At the end of Kali Yuga, the principles of religion or the occupational duties of humanity will dissipate entirely. Kali Yuga began in 5,121 years ago, the sum of which again amounts to 9. It is meant to end in the year 428899 CE, which means as of 2020 it has 426879 years remaining, the sum of which is also 9. But what makes the year 2020 particularly perilous is in the fourth yuga. In the fourth yuga is not the number 9 but 4, which is the sum of the digits of the year 2020 and also of the year 428899 CE, our purported end of the last yuga. Someone is trying to advance this anticipated conclusion to 2020 to determine the fourth yuga, 426879 years early. Everything will end in this year if in 9 old moons starting from the month of January to February, one succeeds in extracting 9 souls hidden in 9 mysterious locations, which, once freed, would follow the 9th immortal against remaining 8 of us. I believe that the lost text was the hidden books of Mritshan Vanji, and someone has figured out that every 9th page of the book has the route and the procedure to reach and extract the souls that are camouflaged as words. The compilation of all the words will form a verse. I believe that someone is trying to make the prophecy come true and liberate the demons through the interrogation of the words that are scattered and protected in mysterious places all over India. So where exactly is that door? Inquired Parashuma. No one knows that, but Parashuma, I can say with utmost certainty that the upcoming 8 months are extremely crucial. There are 12 months in the Hindu lunar calendar. The 9 old moons span 9 months, with 1 old moon occurring every month, calculating from Mag onwards, which begins in the second half of January. According to the Gregorian calendar, we have already lost 1. The destruction of the Pias Lake and Mansavari is a sign. We are now left with barely 12 days before the crescent moon of the next month, February-March, which begins in the second half of February. This will be followed by 252 days divided into 8 more months. March, April, May, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Ashwatthama called Vishkapi and Milripa, ordered Parashuma. Obeying the command, Ashwatthama left with Om immediately. As they departed, Parashuma turned towards Visya. Where are these mysterious places protecting the words of verse? Right now, I can tell you about the 3 places, replied Vedvisa. He also revealed that while Dhanvantari was dictating the books of Mritshanjivanji and Shashruta, he Vedvisa had heard them. The rest will have to be decoded further from the book. Moreover, the sequence written in the book is known to me. The sage added, we will work something out for that too. First, we need to know the locations, Parashuma amused. On the other side, Ashwatthama and Om were headed back to the abode of Vrishkapi. While crossing the cave of light, Ashwatthama voiced his thoughts. 9. Never thought about 9 the way Vedvisa explained it. Since Om was mulling over the same information, he added, yes, perhaps the number 9 is a mysterious number for mathematicians too. They're obsessed with 9 because it is tricky, almost magical qualities. I wonder if all this is connected. Mathematicians, how? Ashwathama mused. There are several reasons. To begin with, 9 is the first composite lucky number, the first composite odd number, and the only single-digit composite odd number. It is the only positive perfect power that is one more than another positive perfect power, according to theorem. Moreover, if you multiply 9 by any whole number except 0 and repeatedly added the digits of the answer until it's just one digit, you will end up with 9. For example, 2 multiplied by 8 is 18. 1 when added to 8 is 9. Take a bigger number, say 5, 7, 8, 3, 2, 9, then multiplied by 9. The answer is 5204961, and 5 plus 2 plus 0 plus 4 plus 9 plus 6 plus 1 is 27, and 2 plus 7 is 9. Conversely, if the digits of a number add up to 9 or a multiple of 9, then the number itself must be a multiple of 9. If a number is divided by the amount of 9s corresponding to its number of digits, the number turns into a repeating decimal. For example, 274 divided by 999 is equal to 0.2742742742774. Furthermore, the formula for determining the sum of the interior angles of a polygon is n minus 2, 180, where n is the number of sides. The sum of angles of any polygon will always equal 9. A 9-sided polygon is 9 minus 2, 180, or 7, 180, or 1260. 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 0 equals 9. This is true for a polygon with any number of sides. The same applies to circles, triangles, rectangles, pentagons, hexagons, and heptagons. A full circle is 360 degrees. 3 plus 6 plus 0 is 9. A semicircle is 180 degrees. 1 plus 8 plus 0 is 9. A 90-degree circle is 9 plus 0 equals 9. A 45-degree circle is 4 plus 5 equals 9. A 22.5-degree circle is 2 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. For any angle in a circle, the resulting angle will always reduce to 9. For a 180-degree triangle, 1 plus 8 plus 0 equals 9. For a 360-degree rectangle, 3 plus 6 plus 0 equals 9. For a pentagon, 5 plus 4 plus 0 equals 9. For a hexagon, 7 plus 2 plus 0 equals 9. For a heptagon, 9 plus 0 plus 0 equals 9. Similarly, the diameter of a moon is 2160 miles, which again adds up to 9. The diameter of the Earth is 7,920 miles. That adds up to 9. 7 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. The diameter of the sun is 864,000 miles. 8 plus 6 plus 4 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. Not only that, the speed of light is 186282 miles per hour, which means 1 plus 8 plus 6 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2 equals 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9. It is believed that the number 9 governs space and time too. It plays an important role in Earth's axes. For example, if minutes are calculated at different levels, the end is always 9. 525,600 minutes in a year. 5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 0 equals 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. 532,000 minutes in a month. 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 equals 9. 1,008,000 minutes in a week. 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8 plus 0 plus 0 equals 9. 1,440 minutes in a day. 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 0 equals 9. There are other interesting patterns involving multiples of 9. For instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 9 equals 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 18 equals 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equals 81, which is 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. This works for all multiples of 9. N equals 3 is the only other n greater than 1 such that a number is divisible by n if only its digits root sum of digits is divisible by n. In base n, the divisions of n minus 1 have this property. Another consequence of n being 10 minus 1 is that it is also Capricar number. As Om finished explaining, Ashwathama chuckled. Some of it bounced off my head, but it is interesting to know that the number 9 holds such a significance in mathematics too.